afternoon, and welcome to SSL Major League Division 1 Matchday 5. I'm your host, Patrick Rell, and we have such a great lineup of games today. We're going to be starting with the Leafy Side Celtic FC taking on União Sao Paulo. Then we'll see CD Tapnakallen taking on Hollywood FC, and Reykjavik United taking on Shanghai Dragons FC. It's going to be a great lineup of games for your afternoon viewing or whatever time it is where you're watching from, as we have some great Division 1 Major League SSL games on your Match Day 5. I'm so excited to be broadcasting for you today. I'll be doing the play-by-play, color commentating, and hosting, as we're going to get right into it with Leafy Side Celtic FC taking on União Sao Paulo. Looking at the Major League table as it stands, Division 1, Leafy Side sitting in second with 7 points, and União Sao Paulo sitting in fourth with 6 points. And we're going to have kickoff. Leafy Side getting this back to Stan. Ball bringing it up down the sideline. Crossing into the box early, and that's going to be headed away by Sao Paulo. Leafy Side with it again. Super Hoops coming down the side, looking to get it across. Hughes gets it knocked away, but Super Hoops are there. Back to Hughes. Pedrillo with a shot that's blocked, and De Grootsen get that ball cleared out. Quick first 2 minutes for Leafy Side on the attack, but no shots come of that. Corner for Sao Paulo. They're going to knock it to the top of the box, rocket it, and that's just going to go wide. Stain actually gets a block, so it's going to be another Sao Paulo corner. Cotswold taking this one out to De Groot. Shot over the ball. Going to be a goal kick. Sao Paulo getting some chances there, but nothing comes of it. Throw in Leafy Side's half. Super Hoop sustain. Mick Tindy over at the ball. Hughes Gallo shot, goal from the top of the box. Orlo Hughes Galloway with a rocket that beats Sao Paulo's keeper to make it 1-0 Leafy Side. McTindy passes it into Pedrillo. Ball over to Hughes Galloway and tipped just off the fingertips into the net. 14 minutes in, and we have our first goal. 1-0 Leafy Side. There's been a yellow card issued, I believe, to Leafy Side. I'll get that in for a second. Super Hoops gets it, but the group steps right into it. Rubio back to head over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick looking for the opening. It's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Aquilio, the third. Out to Pexecto. Hashimoto up the sideline real quick. Bala was the one that got the yellow card, crossed in. And they still have it. Cotsworld, and that shot is blocked. And it's going to go out for a corner for União Sao Paulo. Cotswold going down to take the corner. That was a rocket of a shot that was blocked. União Sao Paulo with the corner kick. They group getting some medical attention. He's going to get walked off, so Sao Paulo's going to be down one player right now off of this corner. Corner comes in, and it's to Ben Nelson, and Ben Nelson just rips it off the first touch and puts it into the net. And now we have a tie game, 1-1. Maybe the injury caused some issues with the marking, because Nelson just spins off of his man and puts it right into the back of the net. Sao Paulo ties this up one apiece. Leafy Side now on the attack. Davala is the one that got the yellow card earlier. Brings it up to the side. Back over the ball. Over to Stain. Stain shot! And it is Denied. This is going to be a Leafy side corner into the 33rd minute. Ball with the ball. Shoots it in. Cross is blocked. The ball gets it back. Puts it right back in, and that's going to be headed away. Leafy side steps up, and they're able to get it, but Sao Paulo regains himself and brings it back down. Cotswold, again, corner, brings it in. Shot over the bar. Really good header, but it's just too high. Too high. 2 shots apiece on target for each team. 1-1. We're coming into the 40th minute of this first half. Aioli, Nelson, Mulder on a run. He's behind him. Shot over. What a run by Mulder. And nothing comes of it. That shot just over the bar. Free kick, 45th minute. It's put into the box. Headed out by Leafy side. Mulder gets to it, kicks it back in, and Lax is going to come down with that. 2 minutes of extra stoppage time here in the first half. Lax gets it over to Noseworthy. Sao Paulo, that's a bad pass. Rubio! Julian Rubio picks off the really lazy pass and buries it into the back of the net to take a 2-1 lead. Most likely going to be heading in to halftime. Noseworthy comes across, tries to get to the stain, but just not enough on it. Rubio gets it, beats Lax. And we have a 2-1 lead for Oyo Sao Paulo. Chicken McTindy booked. And that's going to be halftime. Your score, 2-1. Sao Paulo leading. Had more of the chances, 9 shots, 5 on target. Over on Leafy side, 4 shots, 2 on target. Total XG right now sitting at 1.68 for Sao Paulo, while Leafy side is sitting at 0.22. Leafy side started out strong, but Sao Paulo's really kind of came on really strong and is working it around really well. Their crosses are making the difference. Just really the big difference in the game is going to come down to just a bad pass that leads to a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. We're going to get right into the second half. Sao Paulo kicks off. Rubio over. Aoi has it. Up. Mulder's making a run. Ball beats him to it. Ball's going to corral that, and that's going to come nothing of it. Free kick for Cotswold, who has a yellow card now. Into it. Off the post. Staines and get to the loose ball for Leafy side. Look to clear it. Hughes Galloway gets to it. Pass back over to Pedrillo. Now they're looking to cut, but Sao Paulo steps in. Mulder has it now. He's in a race with Noseworthy. Kicks it in. And Lax with the huge save. Really good chance for Sao Paulo stepping up, taking the ball away from Leafy side. Yoma Hashimoto is booked. We have 4 yellow cards in this game. It's getting a little bit chippy out there. Sao Paulo really keeping control of the game right now. On the XG side, Hughes Galloway up to Vamison. This could change everything. Vamison up the side, crossed in off of Pazikti. And they're looking at a penalty. And it's going to be awarded. I believe they're checking it right now. No penalty. VAR says no penalty. They thought Medina was faking it, and I guess they're going to say that he was. Hughes Galloway now with the ball up the sideline. Stops, restarts, gets it back, and get it over to Stain. Pedrillo up now. Medina with a shot, and it's saved. It's going to be a corner kick for Leafy side in the 65th minute right now. Ball over the ball. Corner kick. Put in. Headed out. Vamison's going to get to it, though. Puts it back into ball. Ball over to Hughes Galloway. That shot's blocked. Mulder's going to get to the loose ball, and he's running. This is going to be a counterattack. He's trying to beat DeBala. DeBala gets himself set. Steps into it. Takes it away. Now Leafy side. That's just not the pass you want to see, but they keep a hold of it. And now they are stepping up. Hughes Galloway with it. Over the ball. Ball up the sideline. And nothing's going to come of that. Possession right now favoring Leafy side 61% to 39%. The XG still well in Sao Paulo's favor, 204-80. Throw in for Cotswold of Sao Paulo. Over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick looking to cycle this around. Over to Head. Up to Aoi. Over to Nelson. Back to Pizzuto. Aoi. And Leafy side steps into it. Hughes Galloway over to Stain, but they lose it. Now it's back over to Sao Paulo. Cotswold in. Crosses it. Header. And it's over the goal. Good cross by Cotswold. Just nothing comes of it. Puma Hoops booked in the 67th minute. Now we're coming down to the last 6 minutes. There's going to be a sub on an injury by Nerve Day Group. Sao Paulo's super subs coming in. 4 minutes left in regular time. Passed across Nelson. Crosses it in. Leafy side clears it. Kirkpatrick getting to it. Medina back to Head. Head settles it. Over to Pizzuto. Pizzuto over to Mulder. Back to Pizzuto. Back over to Hashimoto, and Leafy side takes away. 86 minutes left. They're looking to counter, and Nelson steps right in between that pass. Over to Super Sub. Super Sub up. Super Sub shot is blocked. Cotswold's going to try to get to it, but they're not. It's going to be a throw for Sao Paulo, deep in their own end. Sao Paulo on the attacking end, looking for the right throw. Super Sub. But Vamison steps into it. Lax gets it out to Ball. Ball heads it away. Now we're down to 2 minutes left in regular time. Hashimoto might be kind of wasting a little bit of time on that throw-in. Shot is off the Leafy side. Hughes Galloway corrals it, looking to get around Pizzuto, and Pizzuto steps into it. Hashimoto gets it. Hughes steps into it now. Back the Dabala. Hughes makes a run over to the corner, crossed in, tipped away, and it's going to be a penalty. We'll get a check of this. And it's going to be a penalty. Medina steps over this ball. 89th minute. 2-1 Sao Paulo. He strikes it. Goal for Leafy side. Sao Paulo's goaltender guessed wrong. And now we have a knotted up game thanks to Medina, who buries it for a late equalizer. We're going to get 5 minutes of stoppage time. There's been a lot of stoppage. Now we're into the 95th minute. McTendy. Leafy side on the attack. Good through ball to Medina. Medina buries it! And it's a last-minute goal for Leafy side to take a 3-2 lead. What a last 5 minutes for Leafy side. Beautiful play over to Pedrillo. Medina makes the run and crosses it over right into the net past the Sao Paulo's keeper. And that's going to be the 95th minute. Sao Paulo gets it. They may get one more attack here. They're working it up. Nelson back to Pizzuto. Mulder, and that's going to be it. Full time blown, 3-2 Leafy side. What a game. Medina with an 89th minute goal and a 95th minute goal. 90 plus 5 for Leafy side to win 3-2. Sao Paulo really kind of controlled the majority of that game, but Leafy side said, we're not going to let you win that easy, and really stepped into it in that last 5-6 minutes. And that's a heartbreaker for Sao Paulo, who was looking to kind of jump the table with that win. But Leafy side's going to kind of cement themselves into that second spot on this match day 5. And what a big game. Now we're going to have CD Tanakalan taking on Hollywood FC. And I apologize for mispronouncing these names a lot. Hollywood FC sitting third on the table right now. 2 wins, 2 losses, 6 points. CD Tanakalan sitting 5th in the relegation playoff spot with 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses, 4 points. But that Leafy side, Owing the Sao Paulo game was unbelievable on that. The whole game, just a great, great game. I don't think I've announced a really bad game yet. They've all been very competitive, but we're getting right into the CDT Hollywood FC game. Tanakelan taking on Hollywood FC. Last time I announced for Tanakelan, they had a great, great game. Hollywood FC was removed from the cup, I believe. Sorry, I'm just scrolling over. Hollywood FC was actually eliminated by CD Tanakelan in the cup. Hollywood on the attack. If I remember that correctly, Hollywood kind of controlled the whole game until the end. Tanakelan over to Del Silva. Calderon for Hollywood steps in. Nothing comes of that attack. Tanakelan, Elliott's over it. Diaz steps into it. Now Hollywood's on the attack. Hollywood over to Calderon. Up, Fanobean's running. Calderon looking to get a cross in over here. He slows it down. Over to Fanobeans. Fanobeans over to Skarsgård. Skarsgård with a rip, and that's going to be blocked by CDT. It's a good first look for Hollywood. They're looking to kind of set it all up. That game, actually, the Hollywood FC Tanakelan game went into extra time, where Tanakelan kind of took over in extra time. Hollywood on the attack. Dia. Passes intercepted blood frame up over to Elliott. Elliott up. Elliott cross, and it's buried by Roger. Roger sitting on the doorstep. Elliott finds him clearly for an easy sitter. And now we're sitting at 1 to zip. CD Tanakelan. Elliott right up the side. Roger beats his man and just buries it. What a beauty of an assist by Elliott. Sitting 1 to zip. Tanakelan over Hollywood FC. Sandro da Silva booked. Tanakelan on the attack. Roger's pass is intercepted. Hollywood now on the attack. Finds Kupindas, and that shot is blocked by Hutt. Hutt gets to it before it goes out for a corner. What a good intervention by Hollywood. Mograine on the corner. Mograine crosses it in. It's knocked out. Mograine again with it. Looking for Hollywood player. That shot is ripped well wide. Still 1-0. Tanakelan. Tanakelan with the corner. Elliott over the ball with the beauty of an assist earlier. Crosses it in. Mograine heads it out. Bloodflame gets to it. Elliott over to Bloodflame. Back over to Elliott. Back over to Bloodflame. Back to Tut. Over to Briere. Back to Tut, and that shot is well over. We're going into the 27th minute. Calderon with a throw in for Hollywood. Hollywood gets to it. Skarsgård over. Today, shot is blocked. So this is going to lead to a corner for Hollywood. Mograine over the corner. Knocks it in. Headed out. And that's going to lead to nothing. Hollywood with another throw in. Calder over to Morel. Skarsgård back to Morel. And that shot is saved by Ball. Mograine, corner, knocks it in. It's headed back out. Mograine gets to it, looks to beat his man, and that is off of his man, Da Silva. It's going to be another Hollywood corner. Corner after corner for Hollywood. Mograine step up, knocks it, and it's headed back out. Mograine gets it, and that's headed well out of play. Tanakelan gets a kind of reset here with a throw-in their offensive zone. Roger's mistouch leads to a Hollywood takeaway. And it's going to lead to a Hollywood counterattack. Dia over to Mograine. Mograine over to Dia. Dia loses control. Now Tanakelan on the attack. It's a 3-on-2. Roger had somebody, but they couldn't pass because offsides. Roger's shot is saved. Wallerson on the save. Huge save. Tanakelan on the corner here. Centeno kicks it in, and that's going to be headed out for another corner. Calderon over to Martel. Calderon Hoffenheim, Skovgaard, Calderon, up to Fano Beans. Fano Beans over to Martel. Martel's heavy touch leads to De Silva getting it. Goalie clears it. And Tanakelin's able to keep it in, which leads to Bloodflame getting it. Big shot, blocked. Patterson sitting on the edge of the goal. Shot is blocked. It leads to a CDT corner. Elliott over top of it, crosses it in. Mograine clears it. Bloodflame gets to it. Dabra. And that leads to nothing. We're going to go into the 39th minute. Catano over top of it. Cross in. Headed back out. Martel's trying to get to it, but CDT gets to it, and that shot is well over the net. 41st minute now. We're going to get 3 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. And it's not in. 1-0. CD Tanakelin. Roger with the only goal. 6 shots on target for CDT, 2 for Hollywood FC. XG 1.26 for CDT, 0.64 for Hollywood. Hollywood's had a couple chances, but nothing too dangerous. CD Tanakelin could be up 2-0 if that break would have went a little bit better. They had a player kind of take off just a smidge too early and was in a well offside position, which forces Roger to kind of slow it up to try to beat their man. And nothing came of that attack. It was a huge save by this Hollywood goalkeeper to keep it a 1-0 game and give Hollywood a chance to tie it up maybe in the second half. As we kick off in the second half, Patterson has it. Over to Pinkman. Pinkman up to Tut. Tut over to Hannibal. And that leads to nothing. Calderon throws it in the Skovgaard. Fano Beans back to Skovgaard. Back to Calderon. Calderon top of the box. Looking for something. Beats their guy. Puts it over to Joseph Kopanos. And he buries it. What a beautiful assist by Calderon. And Hollywood FC ties the game 1-1. Calderon over top of the box. Beats their guys. Sees their open guy, Kopanos. And Kopanos buries the sitter. 1-1 game. CDT looking to respond. Dia steps into that, but Elliott gets it right back. Elliott over Hannibal. Hannibal over to Tut. Tut at the top of the box over to come back. And that shot is going to be well wide. Or no, it was blocked. It was blocked, so it's a corner. Elliott over the corner. Headed out. CDT gets to it. Tut at the top of the box. Tut tries to do a little chip, and it was just a little over the top. Nice touch by Tut. It was just a little bit over. Elliott over the free kick. It's blocked by the wall and goes well over the goal, so we're going to have a corner. Catano taking the corner on the other side. Catano kicks it in. And this is going to be cleared out, but Bloodflame's getting to it. Back over to Catano. Can he keep even in? They do. Elliott J with it. Elliott J back to Pinkman. And that's going to be a reset. Elliott J into Hannibal. Hannibal over to Elliott J. Hannibal over to Tut. Tut kick saved. Big save by Hollywood's goalkeeper Wallerson. Elliott J over top of the corner. Kicks it in. Loose ball in the box. Headed out. Bloodflame gets it for CDT. Bloodflame up the side. Bloodflame crosses it. It's stepped into by Hollywood FC, and Hollywood FC's uncleared. CDC with it in their own end. Brings it into the offensive zone. Bloodflame up the sideline. Looking to beat Mograine. Crosses it in. It's a long cross, but Roger gets to it. Crosses it back in. And that ball's going to go out for a corner. Katana over it. Catano crosses it in. Headed. Katana's going to get to it. But Hollywood steps in for the interception and clears it all the way out to midfield. CDT still kind of controlling this game. 55% possession right now. 14 corners for CDT. Elliott J with the throw in here. Diaz on get to it. Look to set up something for Hollywood FC. Mograine with it at midfield. Passes over to Fano Beans. Fano Beans up to Morel. Morel over to Calderon. Calderon up the sideline looking across. Crosses it in. And Fano Beans tips it into the net. Beats their marker. And is sitting right at the corner of the net with a nice little tip in. What a great passing display by Hollywood FC. Calderon comes up the wing. Looks to cross it. Sees Fano Beans. Fano Beans just comes up right behind their marker and gets to the easy ball to score 2-1 Hollywood FC in the 75th minute. Hollywood FC kind of coming on strong here. Mograine for Hollywood on the throw-in. CDT steps into it. Skovgaard intercepts it over to Martel. Back to Skovgaard. Kicks it up to Kupanis. And that's going to be stepped in. Skovgaard over to Morel. Over to Calderon. Calderon's shot is saved. Really great passing display in the last two possessions for Hollywood FC. As we're into the 86th minute, we're going to see how much stoppage time we have in the second half. Here in a second, it's 3 minutes of stoppage time. Hercules gets booked for CDT. CDT with a throw-in late. 3 minutes of stoppage time. We're in the 94th minute. Skovgaard steps into it. Dave Silva gets it back. They can't let it go too far back. And there's the whistle for full time. 2-1, Hollywood FC wins. Off of the last goal was off of Fano Beans. Some really great assists by Calderon on both goals. Just really playing a great game. Calderon played an amazing game for Hollywood FC. CD Knuckleland is looking to regroup after that. But overall, really fun game. Hollywood, Alex Calderon, man of the match, without a doubt. 8.5 rating. Player of the match. Just great game by Alex Calderon. 2 key passes. 2 really beautiful passes that led to goals for Hollywood FC when they needed it most. That time, Hollywood FC really took advantage of their chances. I'm going to take a 2-second break as the next game gets started. I hope you guys have been enjoying this Matchday 5 as much as I've been enjoying announcing it. This next game is going to be Reykjavik United taking on the Shanghai Dragons FC. Shanghai sitting top of the table, 3 wins, 1 draw, 10 points with a +8 goal differential. Reykjavik United having a rough go of it lately. 1 draw, 3 losses with a -7 goal differential. This game has the ability to really get out of control fast. But Reykjavik could do wonders and beat the Shanghai team. This is Division 1 Major League Soccer. Anything can happen. And we're going to see what Reykjavik's able to do today against Shanghai Dragons. Atkinson steps into that for Shanghai, Jimithus. But his passes, Shaheen's taken. Rashford looking to drop it back. Reykjavik looking for the right. Tentacles up. Tentacles cross is blocked. That's going to be a Reykjavik corner. The Marino over the corner. That cross is blocked. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Tentacles with the throw-in for Reykjavik. Reykjavik over to Tentacles. Shaheen climbs the ladder, but that is a big save by Shanghai to keep it 0-0. Trick Johnson for Shanghai booked in the 9th minute. Johnson with a throw-in for Shanghai. Lin gets to it. Over to Johnson. Over to the other Johnson, Trent Johnson. Cortista steps into it. Cortista over to Tentacles. Tentacles looking. And that's just a bit long. Trent Johnson gets to it. Skogard gets the loose ball. Now Jimothy steps into the middle of that clearance. And now Chambers has to reset for Reykjavik. Reykjavik over to Cortesa. Skogard up in. Shot goal! Dinah Skogard. First goal of the season. Gives Reykjavik the 1-0 lead early in this game. The 12th minute goal. Beauty by Chambers to find Urkel. Urkel finds Cortista. Cortista up to Skogard. Skogard one-on-one with the goalkeeper and beats it to the goalkeeper's right side. What a beauty of a shot. Shanghai off that goal kickoff. Del Vecchio up to Albinson. Albinson over to Bunsen. Back to Johnson. Back to DeSoto. DeSoto back to the keeper. Takiki. Up. Skogard gets it to that. Skogard passing it around. Over to Prushkin. Up to Tentacles. Over to Nemarino. Nemarino's cross is blocked, but Reykjavik gets back to it. Nemarino crosses it back in. That shot is saved. What a lovely move by Reykjavik, but it leads to nothing. Still 1-0 Reykjavik. Reykjavik getting the majority of the chances here early. Tentacles heavy touch leads to Albinson getting to it. Back to Takichi. Takichi up. Over Cortista. Cortista's up to Tentacles. Tentacles on. Cross. And that is going to be a goal kick. I need a better zoomed out camera on some of these shots because I can't see exactly. Reykjavik's going quick on these shots. And this will be a quick attack here. Prushkin shuts it down. Hanaheim gets back to it. Bunsen up to DeSoto. DeSoto's resetting the offense. Kicks it back to Takichi. Takichi looking. Takichi gets it up. Reykjavik recovers. Rashford back to Naramurino, but Rashford gets it back. Shot blocked by Lin. Lin recovers. Shanghai keeping a 1-0 game right now, but Reykjavik is not letting up. Urkel goes all the way back to Wall Jr. Wall Jr. to Chambers. Chambers up to Urkel. Shanghai steps into that. Trent Johnson's now up the side. Shanghai on the attack. Shanghai's cross. Hanaheim. And that header is saved by Brickwall Jr. Trent Johnson with the throw-in for Shanghai. Over to Prometheus. Trent Johnson with it. Over to other Johnson. Cortista loses the ball. Shanghai keeps it. Now Reykjavik on the attack. Cortista up the sideline. Into the box. Cross back. And that's going to be a header by Shanghai back to their goalkeeper who's able to corral it. Cross into the box for Reykjavik. Nothing comes of it. Tentacles now has it. Looking to beat Albinson on the other side. Looking for the cross opportunity over to Debartov. Debartov over to Urkel. Urkel with a shot that's blocked. Urkel gets it right back. Urkel with another shot that's blocked, and that's going to lead to a corner for Reykjavik. 34th minute. Tentacles taking the corner for Reykjavik. Reykjavik kicks it in. Chambers with a header, and that's going to be saved by Shingo Takichi. 35th minute. Tentacles corner. Merriman at the top of the box. Cortista takes a shot. It's blocked, but Tentacles doesn't get to it. Tentacle looking to beat Prometheus, but Prometheus steps into it. And it's going to be a corner for Reykjavik. Reykjavik corner. Swings it in. That's headed out. Trent Johnson getting a good hit on it, but Ney Marino is going to get to it. Ney Marino over to Debartov, and nothing comes of that. Wall Jr. passing it to Debartov. Hahahan putting in some pressure. Reykjavik kind of clears that pressure a little bit, but Voda steps into it. Voda had a huge cup game just last week. Albertson down the sideline, crosses it over. Anaheim's header. Brickwald Jr. gets to it. We're in the 40th minute. We're going to get 2 minutes of stoppage time, and that's going to be halftime. 1-0. Reykjavik United leading Shanghai Dragons. 8 shots total for Reykjavik, 6 on target. 4 shots total for Shanghai, 2 on target. Shanghai doesn't really have much of an XG in .08, where Reykjavik has a 1.03. It's been a game for Reykjavik. They've controlled it throughout the whole first half. They're going to have to look to keep on controlling it because this Shanghai team is so dangerous that any opportunity they see, they're able to really take advantage of. And so far, Reykjavik's done a good job of keeping that game in front of them. We're going to see if that second half continues. Shanghai with the kickoff. Johnson looking to bring it up. A little bit too heavy of a pass, and Skogard's going to get to it. Still only 1 yellow card this game. Trick Johnson getting booked in the 9th. Dino Skogard's 12th minute goal is what has the 1-0 lead going. I said that, and Tentacles got booked for Reykjavik just a little bit ago. Tentacles with it, crosses it in. Header by George Shaheen beats their marker, heads it past Takichi for a 2-0 lead by Reykjavik. Batista back to Tentacles. Tentacles works in, gets into an opening, sees the cross, and Johnson just is not able to get that ball away for Shaheen, and Shaheen buries it. Marco Tentacles booked in the 55th minute. Sam Albertson booked with a yellow card for Shanghai in the 61st minute. We're going to the 67th minute right now. Still 2-0. Shanghai was on the attack, but Shaheen stepped into it. This has been a great aggressive game by Reykjavik. Reykjavik to Marino. Marino shoots it. Ball comes out to Cortista. He had a wide open net, and that shot was blocked by a Shanghai player, I believe. Tentacles with the corner. Puts it in. Header's going to go well out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick. Oh, Cortista could have just done a little bit of an adjustment instead of shooting, and they would have had a very easy sitter, but nothing comes of it. But that's okay. Reykjavik's still up 2-0. Cortista moving it up quick. Shot over the net. Tentacles throwing it in. Bunsen steps into it. Bunsen looking to get something started for Shanghai. But they lose the ball. Rashford with a shot that's off the post. Loose ball. Jimothes comes up with it. Prometheus. Marino with it. Heavy touch. Del Vecchio gets to it. Johnson over. Marino steps back into that one. Cortista up. Cortista down the sidelines. Johnson looking to recover over to Bartov. But Tentacle gets to the loose ball. Tentacle's in the box, but nothing comes of it. Now Albertson looking to attack for Shanghai. Looking to bring it within 1. They still have time. Albertson up the sideline. Albertson all by himself in the box. Over to Johnson. It's off the post. Off the crossbar. Prometheus loses the ball. It's going to be a throw in for Shanghai. That was a grade A chance for Shanghai, and it's off the crossbar. Trent Johnson with the corner. Swings it in, and that's going to be headed over the ball. Goal kick for Reykjavik. We're going into the 87th minute. Reykjavik with a throw in. Skogard gets it over to Cortista. Cortista looking for a shot. Saved. Shingo Takichi turns the ball behind the net. It's going to be a corner. Marino over on the corner. 89th minute now. Marino kicks it in. It's headed out. Marino's going to get to it. Hanaheim steps out. The Bartov over to Marino. Marino to Chambers. Chambers goal! Charlie Chambers makes it a 3-0 game off of a beauty pass. 3-0 Reykjavik. Marino gets it over to Bartov. Back to Marino. Marino sees Chambers drop back. Chambers has time to find the corner and beats Takichi 3-0. Three minutes of stoppage time. Shanghai looking to get something out of this game. Johnson on the corner, 94th minute. Header by Lin, and that's saved by Brickwall, and that should do it. What a game by Reykjavik United, taking down top of the table Shanghai Dragons 3-0, and there is the full-time whistle. What a game. Player of the match, Charlie Chambers for Reykjavik United with a goal. George Shaheen and Dinah Skovgaard with goals as well. The assist went to Santos De Marino, Trey Cortista, and Marco Tentacles. Only yellow card for Reykjavik was Marco Tentacles. Four yellow cards for Shanghai: Damian DeSoto, Trick Johnson, Sam Alvinson, and Marcel Voda. Marcel Voda, not really visible too much in that game. Had one opportunity and nothing came of it. We're not going to get a look at the new table. Leafy Side FC beat Union Sao Paulo 3-2. CD Tanakalan lost to Hollywood FC 1-2. And Reykjavik United 3-0 over Shanghai. Shanghai still keeps the top spot because of goal differential, sitting at 10 points with a 5-goal differential. Leafy Side FC sitting in second with 10 points with a 2-goal differential. Hollywood FC with 9 points with a 4-goal differential. Sao Paulo, 6 points with a negative 3-goal differential. CD Tanakalan sitting in fifth place with 4 points with a negative 4. And it's tied up between Reykjavik sitting in sixth with 4 points and a negative 4 goal differential. That's a huge game for Reykjavik to really kind of build on it. Thank you guys for joining me this afternoon or whatever time it is that you're watching. Love broadcasting for you. Thanks for watching SSL Soccer Major League Division 1 Matchday 5 with me. I was your host, Patrick. Love you, SSL, and goodbye.